Good evening. I'm Hayley Solomon, and I am going to be reading from Once Upon a Fairer Time, Classic Tales Revised in Rhyme. And this time I'll be reading Little Red Riding Hood. And I will read the author's note, and then I'll show you the beautiful illustration by my husband, Clive Solomon. This was a collaboration we did together. He did the illustrations, and they're really fantastic. So I will read you the author's note, and then I'll read you the story. Perhaps I'm taking kindness too far, but I think we should give the wolf a chance. After all, he could have eaten Red Riding Hood right there on the spot in the woods, could he not? He is a rogue, but charming in his wolfish way, and Red Riding Hood is not perfect. She has, after all, forgotten all her common sense. This is one of those stories where a little bit of humour might change a lot. I think perhaps our wolf deserves indigestion and not death. Our villain is living on, chastened I suspect, and learning from his mistakes. And while we are dabbling in magic, I think Grandma and Red Riding Hood are perfectly capable of saving themselves. There's no need for helplessness or for the passivity of hoping for a huntsman to happen to pass their way. And here is the beautiful illustration. And now I will read you the story. Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood is growing older, hair all a-tumble from head to her shoulder, eyes all a-twinkle, cheeks dimpling with pride. "I'm walking to Grandma," she loudly confides. "And where is Grandma?" asks the wolf with a bow. "Over the bridge, I'll find it somehow." "You mean over there, 2 bends and a hill?" "Yes," says Red Hood, though her real name is Jill. "Well," says the wolf, "it's a beautiful day. There's time to pick flowers and time to just play. Look at the fireflies hovering with wings. The wood is so wondrous with splendid fine things." "You are right," says Jill, quite simply forgetting that talking to strangers can be plain oversetting. "I'll pick some pansies for Grandma, I think. Tulips or daffodils? No, something pink." She wanders off in a world of her own, hardly aware that Wolfie has flown. Well, not flown precisely, but certainly run. He runs as fast as can be, for while Jill thinks of bunches, of lunches, thinks he. 2, if he's lucky, if he finds the right door, for that is what red hooding is for. Knock, knock. "Who is it?" asked Grandma, still in her bed. "It is I, your grandchild," the bad Wolfie says. Come in, my Red Riding Hood dear." "I will," says the wolf, with a wolfish wolf leer. Gobble, gobble, gulp. "Snake number 1, safe in my tummy. I'll just hop into bed to be a wolfy grandmummy." Red Riding Hood knocks with the sweetest sweet smile. "Grandma," she says, "I've taken a while." "Yes, you have," says the Gran. "Come in here, my sweet." "But Gran," says dear Jill, "just look at your feet." "Cover them up, they're a little bit swollen." "Grandma, I fear your voice is just broken." "Nonsense, my dear, it's just a wee rasp." "Grandma," says Jill with the tiniest gasp, "what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with." "What big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with." And the wolf jumps up, then gobbles on Jill, who's quite breathless from climbing the hill, and from all the shocks of Grandma's big socks, and the wolf and his toes, and his horrible nose, and those uncouth teeth so clear underneath. "Achoo!" says the wolf, his stomach uneasy, with Jill and her kicking and musing so queasy. Jill bangs from inside, and her Grandma does too, surprisingly strong for a mere 92. They kick and they yell in hullabaloo. Wolf's stomach it swells, his chest heaves as well, and his whiskers and chin waggle too. "Kick him harder, my dear, we're no larder, I fear, and the brute must learn this for sure. His stomach is grim tucked under his chin, and we have to get right out of here." So they raise a ruckus with boots, with their knees and fists in cahoots. They scratched and battered and stomped. The wolf wondered what in the world he had bit, and squandered the lunch he had chopped. Too many lunches, too many. Should have had pie for a penny. You. Out they tumble, Gran'll Tross and Jill quite humbled. Red Riding Hood, says Wolf, you don't taste all that nice. Go away, Wolf, and take my advice. Don't eat people, we are way too clever. More luck on boots and day-old old leather. Never. The wolf grumbles and mumbles and searches for hat. He takes a deep bow. And that, dears, is that. No need for a huntsman or killing or unnecessary pang. The wolf is outfoxed. He won't come again. So Jill and her grandma take cakes for their tea. And the hardy bad wolf, only toast and 1 pea.